All objects began to move on their own. The scene was extremely eerie. Even large trucks were being sucked away. Eventually, all these metal objects were drawn together. They formed a gigantic circle. That circle surrounded the entire town. Lena and her companions hurriedly arrived here with their luggage. They intended to investigate what was happening. Bart used a box to block a bicycle. Then he took out a detector to run some tests. By chance, he noticed through the rearview mirror that a stranger was watching them. But when Bart asked the man his name, the man became extremely agitated. After talking for a while, he still didn't give his name. Lena thought that the debris had affected him, so they had no choice but to detain him. But to their surprise, after just a few steps, they encountered the man again, who was now smashing vehicles. The difference was that his clothes were now covered with bloodstains. Could it be that the man had escaped? At that moment, the ship at the back shifted slightly. The man seized the opportunity to run away. Bart and his companion quickly gave chase. Eventually, Lena caught this man in a warehouse. Meanwhile, on Bart's side, they even captured another man who looked identical. What on earth is happening? In no time at all, the two of them had caught 3 identical individuals. After investigating, they discovered that these were clones of the man created by the debris. Then why clone this man? With questions in mind, they went to the man's home. Inside, they found a large hole in the floor. The two slowly walked into the basement to investigate. Sure enough, they discovered another fragment of debris. Suddenly, footsteps were heard coming from upstairs. Bart went upstairs to check the situation. Oh my goodness, he actually found someone who looked exactly like him. Fortunately, Bart remained very calm and preemptively took care of the imposter. Then they noticed bloodstains inside the house and followed the trail to the heavily piled up outer area, where they successfully found the man's original body. But just then, the magnetic field vanished in an instant. They thought that life in the town had returned to normal, but in the very next second, another strange event occurred in the town. A transparent barrier suddenly emerged from the grass, immediately catching a woman's attention. Out of curiosity, the woman slowly approached the barrier, bent down, picked up a stone from the ground and threw it. Surprisingly, the stone passed right through the barrier. Suddenly, a hand appeared on the barrier. This terrified the woman. There was actually someone inside the barrier. Soon after, Bart and Lena arrived at the scene, but the barrier had already vanished. If it hadn't been for someone recording the event, no one would have believed that it was all real.